Hey folks, Red Labor here. Hope this evening finds you well. I want to talk about the Obama presidency tonight and what he's done, what he should have done, and the minimum wage increase debate that's now ensuing. Um, in a nutshell, while I was never a fan of Barack Obama, kind of viewed him a sellout before everybody else either continued being in denial that he was some kind of principled progressive, or some folks who resorted to lesser evilism once the magic was gone. Um, what he should have done to get this country moving in a positive direction, he squandered that opportunity. Now, with all this talk about green energy, cash for clunkers, and the Obamacare and the stimulus and bailing out insurance companies and banks and auto industry and being just as much of a corporate whore as anybody else in Washington D.C. these days, what he should have focused on was the Employee Free Choice Act. I know there's not enough to ever get people who are labor friendly enough to get rid of the Taft-Hartley Act, but it could have been undermined with the Employee Free Choice Act. Had the Employee Free Choice Act been enacted, it would have been natural for it to undermine right to work, Taft-Hartley. And what would happen? Instead of seeing the assault on workers being done by various Republican governors and Democrats who seems hell bent on how much they can be bought off and become just as almost as bad of a corporate whore as the Republicans. Instead of seeing that, you'd have saw a fighting labor force, a force that is labor force that would have been on an ascendancy, and that would have helped bring back the middle class in a whole lot of ways, and it would pressure the Democrats into doing something right instead of expedient. Once healthcare debate started being discussed, instead of this convoluted private health insurance scheme, which was at one time something championed by the Heritage Foundation, 1990s congressional Republicans and Governor Mitt Romney, before they were all against this, we wouldn't be having this insurance mandate bullshit. We could have probably strengthened the argument for a single payer system, which could have, at the very least, we could have had a good public option combined with lowering Medicare qualifications to everybody at 50, and we could have had some kind of, we could have been on our way to having a real public medical system, almost modeled completely after the type that exists in most European countries. But of course, Obama, being the political coward he is, and Democrats being the pussies they are, as a general rule, with no backbone, and it's no wonder why we can't catch up with the common sense proposals that takes place in Europe that people take for granted. Yeah, I'm going to hear Greece. I roll my eyes at that. I'm going to roll my eyes when I hear, well, Europe's going bankrupt. Folks, it's not the social democratic formula that caused the problems in Europe. And it's really funny when conservatives praise Germany today, the Merkel government in Germany. Sure, she's got a great country right now. I mean, the country doesn't have a debt problem. But while they're sitting there praising Angela Merkel, the right needs to realize a couple of things about the German Federal Republic. They have a national health care system, and their unions are mighty strong. So I'm just as willing to sit there and praise that state. And thank goodness that the Social Democrats in Germany are part of the coalition government to keep Angela Merkel on her best behavior, politically speaking. But then again, the center-right in Germany are probably to the left of the Democrats in the United States. That's the fault of the United States. I mean, that's just the political culture in this country is so messed up at times. Now, regarding Obama and the minimum wage increase, finally he's doing something that could transform society for the better. Now, it is still very modest, but a minimum wage increase is in need. Folks, prices keep going up, and prices kept going up for the last decade on everything: fuel, food, everything. Your basic necessities. It just everything goes up, and inflation just keeps rising and rising and rising, with wages being stagnated. So I don't want to hear this bullshit by corporatists and people who think that raising the wages is going to cause inflation. We got inflation already. And so you got inflation without people having the purchasing power to deal with the inflation. So guess what, folks? I am okay with raising the minimum wage. Because when the minimum wage goes up, that means those who belong to union jobs, their wages are going to go significantly higher. And as long as we have some of the bullshit corporate policies of this country, Obama and the Democrats are not socialists, folks. As long as we have a corporate consensus going on in this country, labor needs to be more diligent than ever, and American workers need a pay raise, folks. We do. Anyway, thank you for your time, and comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Just comment away. Take care. Have a great day.